Welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
Hey everybody, we are back with another Cabral HouseCall, the weekend edition of the Cabral Concept, answering your questions each and every weekend. We made it through 6 great questions yesterday, everything from inguinal hernias to surgical mesh being used to antibiotics to detoxing the body faster. What else do we talk about? We talked about the thyroid, we talked about Crohn's, we talked about overall stress, gut healing, children's gut health, and so much more. So that was episode 2332. Today will be episode 2333. If you want to follow along with the questions, head on over to stephencabral.com/2333. All right, let's dive into today's questions. First question on all things wellness, weight loss, and anti-aging comes from Richard. Richard is asking, hello, Dr. Cabral. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you, Richard. I am. I hope you are as well. The issue is I have a bit weird, but basically whenever I smile, my left eye looks like it gets smaller. It just looks like I'm squinting with my left eye only. The bigger eye my smile is, the more pronounced. It's more pronounced the more I squint. It's been doing this for the last 10 years or so. I didn't even know it was occurring until I saw pictures. All of my pictures within the last 10 years are like this, and it's terrible because people sometimes think I'm drunk, and if I smile is really big, it looks like one of my eyes is completely shut. The chiropractor that I was seeing several years ago said that my face looks crooked, and he was literally adjusting my face, pressing my face around a nose and orbital area. Is my face being crooked a possibility? I should also say that I have Hashimotos and other imbalances, which I'm currently working on. Could this be the reason? Thank you so much for doing this. Much appreciated. All right. So I've got some overall good news. And then what this also could be, and I would, again, I'm not giving any medical advice. So again, I have to give my disclaimer. I'm not giving any medical advice, medical treatment plans, medical cures, or medical diagnosis on the Cabral Concept. All right. So first things first, I probably wouldn't continue to have your face adjusted. So let's start with first. Almost every human being alive has what we call a small eye. And I say that, in a fun way because we have to look at this as a bit fun. You'll look at it now. Look at every, you look at all across social media. You'd be shocked at how many people have one eye smaller than the other. Almost everyone. Look at celebrity photos. There's always one eye that's smaller than the other. My wife and I joke around once we kind of learned about this. We call it, that's your small eye. And my wife and I, again, everybody has one. Everybody has a smaller eye. I can't even remember which is my smaller one, but it's like one of my daughters has the same one as me and one has my wife. But it gets more pronounced the more fatigued, burnt out, and neurologically stressed you are. So I would say this is more tied to the nervous system than I would anything else. And the reason is that's why also the nervous system is tied to when you consume alcohol. It starts to lower those eyelids. So 100%, it can be worked on, but genetically we all typically have one eye that's a little smaller than the other. I would work on stress and burnout and fatigue as a bigger factor, and then overall inflammation because one eye can simply get puffier than the other. And with thyroid issues, you mentioned Hashimoto's. Well, thyroid issues oftentimes cause swelling around the eyes because there's more inflammation and water retention often held. So find a good practitioner, work on the thyroid, meaning look at your gut issues and look at thyroid imbalances. I would run the Big 5 labs if I were you. That's what I would do. I would go to stephencabral.com/labs, click on the Big 5, or stephencabral.com/Big 5. That's what I would do if you're able to, and you'll get a whole plan built for you. All right, Gemma is up next. Hey, Dr. Cabral, longtime listener of your podcast. I think the work you do is amazing. Thank you, Gemma. I think the sooner functional health becomes mainstream approach, the sooner people will get healthier and happier for most of their lives. I'm truly inspired by IHPs and its mission to become one. My question is, how can we, your listeners, help to improve an outsider's view to the integrative health approach? For example, another pharmacist, probably relevant that he's my ex, dismissed me as adopting homeopathy. It's a shame that the vast majority of people miss out on this treatment because our NHS doesn't really acknowledge it. Yet, can I be of help? A second avenue of thought: have any researchers approached you so they perform studies on your data, obviously with patient permission and personal information redacted? I would love to study more commonplace as to get the support needed for IHP to become more mainstream. All the best from our home to yours, Gemma. Well, appreciate that and thank you. And the thing is that I gave up a long time ago on conventional medicine because it's almost like and again, like I mean no disrespect to my colleagues, many of you, of course, are my friends and colleagues. I have so many friends that are MDs, DOs, pharmacists, et cetera. And we have many of those in IHP as well, which is just the Integrative Health Practitioner Institute. But you're basically indoctrinated into a philosophy, and there's a lot of ego in medicine. And it's not even just conventional, it's natural health, it's all that. Like, my form of medicine is better than your form of medicine, and like all these things. And it's very silly because I thought that as doctors and as health practitioners, that our job was to serve, right? Our job is to help the end wellness client or patient, right? That's the whole goal, right? And so if someone can be helped in multiple different ways, why wouldn't we want to do that? And with conventional medicine, why wouldn't you want to find the underlying root cause instead of just masking and medicating the symptoms away, right? So, because if you took away the medication, then the disease is still there, right? The symptoms come right back. So that's not really a cure at all. That's a Band-Aid approach. And we know this. So, we have all the science there. Like, literally, if you go to equi.life, that's my functional medicine-based practice. We ship labs and protocols and all sorts of products to people all over the world. And each page, there's actually scientific references. Well, I'm actually building out more. Not that you need more, but I talked about this on yesterday's show. I just created a document. It's 21 pages. It's a typical average of like 11 different research studies. Again, these are all PubMed based on validated the validity of all the ingredients and dosages that we're using. So, it's there. They're not going to accept it either way. So, but I would love to do studies. We just put all of our money back into growing the company. That's it. Like, we don't take money out of the company. It goes right back in. We research and we redevelop more lines. We created the first ever real functional medicine, weight management based system, Fatlocity. And we also developed a 14 product line for our longevity line, all research backed. So that's what we do. If someone would love to fund a study with any one of our programs, of course, I would love that. That would be amazing. So I'm all for that if someone would like to do that. But I just keep trying to do good work. That's it. Literally, I just try to do good work helping people. I consider good work helping people. That's it. So that's what I do. That's what I've dedicated my life to. If people want to be a part of that, phenomenal. And they join IHP or they become a wellness client. And if they don't, well, that's okay. And they can just keep doing whatever they're doing. And honestly, that doesn't really affect me either. So I can't stop my mission to help people to try to win arguments, because I don't need to win an argument. That's not my job. So hopefully that's helpful. Tiffany's up next. Dr. Cabral, this is the first time I have submitted a question because your podcasts are such a wealth and thorough collection of information. I appreciate your authentic, generous, and informed opinions greatly. Thank you, Tiffany. I have not been able to find any info on deuterium or deuterium depletion. Is this a real thing or a scam in your opinion? Thank you kindly. Oh, Tiffany, this is so wild because I haven't got this question before, and I just got it yesterday from Elise, A-L-E-S. So check out episode 2332. And if you're a listener, you probably already heard it. So thank you for writing in, and I appreciate you. And so I just left it right there. And I think there'll be more information on it in the future. I think that we need more funded studies on deuterium right there, right? Deuterium depleted water and deuterium in general. All right. Tiffany, that was Tiffany's question. Thank you, Tiffany. Lorena is up next. Hi, Doc. I'm 25 and I've been having real issues with my skin. I get a lot of spots around my cheeks before ovulation, and it's weird how much it calms down after ovulation. I ran the OAT test and the sleep, stress, and hormones test. Funnily enough, no candida and bacterial overgrowth. I thought I had estrogen dominance, but no. I had a progesterone estrogen ratio of 204. Testosterone and DHEA were balanced. The only thing was off was my cortisol, low throughout the day and high at night. But why is the acne calming down after ovulation if my hormones are fine? So confused right now. Hopefully you can shed light to see if there is something that I'm missing. This is a great question. This is one of those cases where you want the lab results because 99 out of 100 times it's going to be verified with the labs. I've been doing a ton of case studies lately. I've been going on a ton of podcasts, other people's podcasts, and I've been reading the host labs and interpreting it for them. I don't even know these people. And they're like, it's unbelievable how much it matches up. Now, maybe 1 out of 100 it doesn't. And that's because, well, again, we are humans and we catch things at one snapshot in time. So it's very possible, Lorena, that, again, I'm going from just 2 decades of clinical experience, that you still may have estrogen dominance. Did it see it at 7:30 a.m. in the morning when you were lab testing that specific day? No, it may not have. Like, it just may not have. And it's very rare, but it can happen. And so I just like to be honest with you and tell you the truth. So I still believe that's probably it. In my opinion, again, not a treatment plan, I do the 21-day functional medicine detox. I would be using the estrogen balance the whole time. I'd use that for probably like 8 to 12 weeks. And I would start there. And then I would also just make sure you're using the full spectrum magnesium at night and probably the adrenal soothe at night to calm those cortisol levels, which can throw off estrogen dominance. If you can't sleep at night, use the full sleep help protocol. That's what I would do. Now, eat your cruciferous vegetables, keep opening up liver detox. And if I were to pick maybe one more product, maybe one more, I would pick the inositol, but I wouldn't use that yet unless you need to, like if it didn't start to go away, by your second cycle. All right. So hopefully that was helpful. Christine's up next. Hello. I'm really enjoying your podcast. My daughter introduced me to it. My question is, where do I begin? I don't have a lot of money, or I would order all the supplements, detoxes, and labs. However, money is an issue. So where do I start if I want to get healthy? Thank you. Well, that's a great question. So I've answered this obviously in different various forms over the years, but really for this year, we try to make it even easier. So I'm recording this in almost summer of 2022. So not everybody will always understand. They won't. And it's kind of like, was it Gemma's question before? People will always, they won't always understand because people are always looking at things from their own reality, which I understand and I've accepted that. But we created a program called Iboan. And it was our next level in the company. And that's because we want to open source functional medicine and health for the world. So I don't talk about money and finances on this podcast a lot, but this costs an incredible amount of money. We put, again, I don't take any money from the company. I put it all back in. So this is a company that is based on helping people. Like, it's a global company shipping to 27 countries around the world, just dedicated to helping people. That's it. So we created this app, spent our own money on it. It has online workouts, daily nutritional plans, shopping lists, restaurants to go to with meals that can fit your diet plan, binaural beats, meditations, all of our protocols, like anything that you could possibly want in an app. And we made it free. And the way that you get it free is you have any subscription of $79 or more to Equalife. And like 99% of people are like, that's amazing. Like, I get all the things that I would typically pay for free. And I'm already using daily nutritional support. I'm already using magnesium. I'm already using omega-3. And so I get it all free because I'd be doing it anyways. And of course, there's 1% of people that are always like, oh, you're making us purchase this. I'm like, how do you pay for an app that costs so much money to build and maintain? Like, we're on version 27 right now. Without that, and we're getting you the same products at the same price. But, sometimes you can't win. And but I don't even like that term because I always just look at it as like these people are losing out because they're so cynical. So the place to start, Christine, is sign up. Honestly, get 2 daily nutritional support. I believe that's going to qualify you. And if not, add another product that you would like the daily fruit and vegetable blend or the omega-3. Like, these are amazing products that all humans should be taking. And so then what you do is you get a free lab, and it gives you the access to a $199 lab completely free. That's literally $200 that we're giving you that lab. So, and it comes with a consultation and it comes with a plan. So like if you don't have the money, 100%, you're signing up for IABO and just with your 2 daily nutritional support. And again, whatever other product, if you need to get there, I don't know if that qualifies you again, because I don't do that part of the company. I teach, I formulate, that's what I do. But then you get the free lab, then you get a coaching call, you get a plan, and you would do a 21-day detox, which is essentially the same cost as food. And then you get started that way. So that's absolutely the best place to get started. Like there's just no doubt about it. Because if you can't afford labs and you can't afford that, and like how do you begin? Well, that's how you begin. That's the most cost-effective way. And that's why we wanted to bring it to people. So hopefully that's helpful. All right, let's do one more question from Melissa. Hi, Dr. Cabral. I suffer from low T3, self-diagnosed, often compared to hypothyroidism as it has the same symptoms, which I have. I have suffered from this for nearly a decade, haven't been able to get support or confirmed prognosis from any doctor, only that my levels are mostly normal, which they are not, as I have low T3. I'm at my breaking point, want to feel better. I enjoy working out, being active, eat healthy, but I'm burning out, killing myself with exercise and continuing having to lower my caloric intake with little to no results, or really just to maintain my weight. What can I do to get my levels normal so that I can enjoy life and overall just feel good daily? Melissa, we can absolutely help you with this. Again, like we do this all day, every day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. So, I mean, I've seen this a million times, like literally, well, maybe not a million, but over 250,000. So 2 ways to get started. I actually mentioned this yesterday. StephenCabral.com/podcasts. All right. Scroll through the images at the top, click on the thyroid one. It will, if you listen to those podcasts, you will know what to do. Like beyond a shadow of a doubt, again, no disrespect, but you will know more than 99% of doctors about how your thyroid works and how to fix it. I'm saying, not talking about medication. That's not how your thyroid works. Your thyroid, again, like let's stop pretending that there's not an underlying root cause. There is. So you'll learn all of the underlying root causes. If you want to shortcut all of that, well, I've created a health results accelerator that you can get a crash course on like in-depth 4 hours of everything to do with the thyroid and how to rebalance it. That's at StephenCabral.com/courses. I'll let you choose. Believe me, after listening to those podcasts or taking that course, you will know what to do next. All right. So hopefully that was helpful. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I appreciate you. I truly do. Without you, there would be no global health community that we have right now. So once again, thank you so much. Take care. And I'll be back tomorrow with our Motivation and Mindset Monday show of the week. Take care. Ever wonder what the best sauna, blue blockers, sleep trackers, wake lights, salt lamps, or other health gadgets are? Or what about the top non-toxic mattresses, sheets, soaps, bath products, toothpaste, and cookware? Or would you like to know the cleanest choices for hemp hearts, meal delivery services, supplements, and much more? I personally curated, researched, and now created a resource page of all of my top picks that continues to grow each week. These are the exact products I use in my own life, with my family, in my private practice, and they're the ones I trust. To find out all of my up-to-date recommendations and all the details, simply head on over to StephenCabral.com/resources.